Mike, the president talking about what this administration is doing to get more vaccines in more American arms and beyond that to get the coronavirus under control. Run us through what he said.
Yeah, Allison, if to the degree that there have been any hiccups and a little bit of heartburn early on in this Biden administration, it has been about the situation they inherited as it relates to our COVID response. We talked a lot during the transition, of course, about the fact that they weren't getting access to certain agencies, especially the Pentagon. Well, this was another big area where they just felt like they weren't getting a full and complete picture from the Trump administration about what our vaccination supply was, what the distribution plan was, and what else was going to need to be done from the get-go. And so what we're seeing now from the president, is after a little bit of time, both trying to increase his view of what is possible in terms of how many vaccinations can be made, but also taking steps to ramp up the supplies in order to make that happen. Let's take a listen to what the president had to say in terms of what he's proposing now.
After a review of the current vaccine supply and manufacturing plans, I can announce that we will increase overall weekly vaccination distributions to states, tribes, and territories from 8.6 million doses to a minimum of 10 million doses. Starting next week, that's an increase of 1.4 million doses per week.
And Allison, why this is significant, we just heard, in fact, from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is appearing on MSNBC right now, and he's talking about the fact that his supply in his state is going to be exhausted very soon. And we're hearing this from a number of governors across the country. There is the demand for vaccinations across this country, but not necessarily the supply. So as you heard what the president announced, they're ramping up the available supplies to these states. They're going to try and give them some predictability in 3-week increments about how much supply they'll have. But also, as he said, making some deals with Pfizer and Moderna in order to get another 100 million from each of those pharmaceutical companies vaccinations available. As he put it, I hope in the end we have too much vaccine and not enough.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.